The fastest way to become rich, the secret that 99% of people don't know. It's 2 in the night. A 28-year-old guy is sitting in his room. The laptop is open in front of him, but no movie is playing on the screen. He's looking at his bank account balance. The job is decent, salary comes on time, and every month he even manages to save a little. From the outside, everything looks fine. But inside, a fear is sitting quietly. What if this same life continues for the next 30 years? Will he ever truly become rich? Or will he remain just a machine that pays bills and EMIs? This is where the story begins. And this is where the question rises. Is there really a fast way to become rich? Or is it just an illusion? Since childhood, we have been taught only one formula. Study well, get a good job, save every month, invest in mutual funds or PPF, and retire peacefully at 60. This model sounds safe. Society calls it a responsible life. But 𝐮𝐸𝐿, the author of the Millionaire Fastlane, considers it a big illusion. According to him, this formula may give you money, but the price is your youth and your time. And the biggest question is money useful when you no longer have energy and time left? DeMarco talks about 3 paths to wealth: sidewalk, slow lane, and fast lane. These are not just financial categories. They are categories of mindset. Sidewalk is the path where a person lives without a plan. Earns, spends, increases credit card bills, doesn't think about the future. Today's pleasure, tomorrow's problem. This lifestyle may look glamorous, but from inside it is fragile. One emergency, one medical crisis, one job loss, and the whole structure shakes. Slow lane is the path that 90% of us follow. Do a job, earn a salary, do SIP for 30 to 40 years, trust compound interest, and wait for freedom after retirement. Mathematically, it may be right. Warren Buffett called compounding the 8th wonder of the world. But the problem is that compounding takes time, a lot of time. And the slow lane model gives money in exchange for time. You earn salary for every hour you give. Your income depends on your presence. If you don't work, money doesn't come. Fast lane mindset is different. It says that to become rich, you have to separate your income from your time. If your income depends only on your 8 hours of work, your growth will be linear. But if you build a system that works 24/7, like a digital product, software, online platform, scalable business, your growth can be exponential. That's the difference between a job and a system. The core principle of Fastlane is, time is life. If you are selling your time for money, you are limited. But if you create value, solve problems, and build a scalable model, money works for you. This philosophy is not just theory. The world's biggest entrepreneurs have done exactly this. Jeff Bezos turned Amazon from a bookstore into a global marketplace. Elon Musk sold PayPal and then started ventures like Tesla and SpaceX. These are examples of Fastlane thinking. Build systems, scale them, keep control. DeMarco talks about 5 rules: need, entry, control, scale, and time. First is need. If your business doesn't solve a real problem of people, it won't survive. Money follows value, and value comes from problem solving. Entry means entry barrier. If anyone can easily enter your business, competition will be intense and profit margins will be low. Control means you should have control over your system. If you are just a commission agent or dependent on someone else's platform, you are vulnerable. Scale means your model should be able to reach millions. A barber's income is limited because he can serve only one client at a time. But an app can serve millions of users. Time means your income should not depend on your daily presence. There is also an uncomfortable truth here. Fast lane is not easy. It involves risk. It involves uncertainty. Slow lane gives you security. Fast lane gives you opportunity. 99% of people choose security. That's why 99% remain average. Fast lane thinking asks you to move from consumer to creator. Most of us remain lifetime consumers. We buy phones, buy cars, take subscriptions. But the moment you become a creator, the game changes. A creator generates value, and value is the source of wealth. But can everyone become an entrepreneur? No. And Fastlane doesn't just mean starting a business. It's a mindset. Even while staying in a job, you can adopt Fastlane thinking. You can build skills that are scalable: coding, content creation, consulting, digital marketing. The internet has reduced entry barriers but increased competition. That's why differentiation is necessary. A unique value proposition is necessary. Another principle of Fastlane is, get rich slow is often get rich never. It's a provocative statement. It doesn't mean investing is wrong. Investing preserves wealth. It doesn't create it. Creation comes first, preservation later. If your income is low, even a high return investment will have limited impact. But if you increase your income in a scalable way, investing becomes a powerful tool. Failure is also important here. Fastlane talks about failing fast. Fail fast, learn fast, Pivot fast. In Silicon Valley, there is a saying, fail fast, fail forward. Failure is not shame, it is feedback. But in our society, failure is stigma. That's why people don't take risks. They prefer to stay in a comfortable cage. Slow lane is a comfortable cage. EMI, salary, annual increment. Everything is predictable. But predictability limits growth. Fastlane thinking also says that freedom is the ultimate goal. Freedom is not just financial. Time freedom, location freedom, decision freedom. If you build wealth but lose health, that is incomplete success. That's why the system must be sustainable. Burnout is not fast lane. Another myth needs to be broken. Fast lane is not overnight success. It looks overnight, but behind the scenes there are years of effort. The entrepreneur you see on Instagram has often struggled for 5 to 10 years. Fast lane is not a shortcut to getting rich quickly. It is structured acceleration. Acceleration is possible only when direction is clear. The digital age has increased fast lane opportunities. SaaS businesses, YouTube channels, online courses, e-commerce brands, affiliate marketing, AI tools. These are scalable models. But there is also a lot of noise. Everyone claims to be a guru. That's why critical thinking is necessary. Fast lane is not a blind jump. It is a calculated risk. Wealth psychology is also important. If deep down you believe that rich people become rich through wrong means, you will subconsciously reject wealth. Money is an amplifier. It amplifies your personality. That's why mindset transformation is part of the wealth journey. Another big difference between slow lane and fast lane is control over destiny. In slow lane, your growth depends on company policy. In fast lane, your growth depends on market response. The market is brutal, but fair. If you give value, the market rewards you. It is also important to understand a practical framework. Identify a problem, design a solution, build a minimum viable product, test it in the market, take feedback, improve, scale. This is startup methodology. 𝐼𝐸 popularized the lean startup concept. Fastlane mindset thinks in this direction. But every person's situation is different. Someone has family responsibility. Someone has no capital. So the transition can be gradual. Start with a side hustle. Build skills. Create a savings buffer. Then take a calculated leap. A blind leap is romantic, but it can also be dangerous. The secret of Fastlane is not glamorous. It is simple. Create value, scale it, keep control, multiply time. But simple does not mean easy. Discipline, consistency, learning, networking. All are necessary. Warren Buffett once said, the more you learn, the more you earn. Learning is an investment. And finally, the biggest question, is becoming rich the ultimate goal? Fastlane says wealth is a tool, not the goal. The tool gives freedom. With freedom, you can pursue purpose. If wealth is only for status, it is hollow. So is it true that there is a fast way to become rich? Yes, if you adopt the Fastlane mindset. No, if you are looking for a magic formula. 99% of people don't know because they don't want to know. They are happy in their comfort zone. Fastlane is uncomfortable, but growth also happens there. Let's go back to the story of that 28-year-old guy. He decided that he would not depend only on salary. He learned a skill, started a side project, failed, tried again. Gradually, income streams increased. He built a system. It took years, but the direction changed. That is Fastlane. A shift in direction. Maybe that is the secret. The secret is not a hidden formula, but hidden courage. Courage to think differently. Courage to act differently. Courage to leave the crowded road and build your own lane. And when you build your own lane, you don't just earn money, you take back control of your life. That is the real wealth.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestion. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.